Live from Asmar, this is ERi-TV English News Broadcast for 17th of March. The time is 10:30 p.m. Good evening to you, and let's begin with the top stories. In the Maso Award presented to outstanding students. Training provided on usage of artificial intelligence. Europe not interested in Ukraine peace process, Kremlin argues. And Pakistani strike destroys fuel depot near Kandahar airport. In At-Taqiyya sub-zone, the Indamasa Award has been presented to 104 outstanding students who scored high marks in the 2025-2026 8th grade national examination. At the program, which was conducted under the theme Our Audience Knowledge, Our Objective Development, Mr. Ibrahim Barole, head of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students in the sub-zone, said that encouraging outstanding students create a positive influence on fellow students to become more competitive in their education. He added that the Indamaso and Dandan Awards, which are being provided in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, are part of that effort, indicating that encouraging progress is being registered in the teaching learning process. Mr. Beyene Tesfai, head of Education Office in the sub-zone, called on parents and teachers to strengthen their participation in the investment being made in the education sectors. Mr. Habtai Tesfazgi, administrator of the sub-zone, noted that the success of students is the result of efforts of students, parents, as well as teachers, and called for strengthening the tripartite relationship. At the event, awards were also presented to winners of various competitions conducted during the Youth Week in the sub-zone. Training focusing on the usage of artificial intelligence was organized in Dubarwa town from 9th to 16th of March. The training, which was organized by the Department of Culture and Sports in the southern region, covered the advantage and challenge of artificial intelligence, document management, culture of reading and use of digital libraries, intangible heritage, time management, research methodology and documentation, as well as role of leadership in the workplace. Noting that the training was part of the effort to address shortcomings, Mr. Abraham Johannes, Director General of Culture and Sports in the Southern Region, commended the interest the trainees demonstrated during the training program. Mr. Tesfai Kaleta, Head of Research at the PFDG Central Office and one of the trainers, noting that knowledge should always be updated, called on the trainees to practically develop the knowledge they gained from the training, underlining the significance and timelessness of the training program. Mr. Habta Tesfazion, Governor of the Southern Region, said that the training will make a significant contribution to the trainees in the timely and effective execution of their daily activities at their workplace. At the event, certificates of recognition were presented to the trainees and institutions that contributed to the successful implementation of the program. Tamarat Health Station in Fortos Sawa subzone reported that it's making a significant contribution to ensuring the health of mothers and infants. The report was made by health practitioners and beneficiaries. Nurse Rezena Mekonnen, head of the health station, said that as a result of integrated efforts carried out in collaboration with village health representatives and influential persons, public awareness on health issues has increased. Nurse Rezena went on to say that pre- and postnatal care has reached 100%, deliveries at the health station have reached 98%, and vaccination coverage for children under 5 years of age has reached 96%. Nurse Rezena also called on pregnant women to conduct regular health checkups and take advantage of the opportunities being provided at the health station. Nurse Isaias Major, on his part, said that as a result of the growing awareness of the public on health issues, the number of patients seeking treatment at the health station is increasing from time to time. The beneficiaries on their part said that they are receiving basic healthcare service in their vicinity and that they're saving time and resources. Those were updates on our local issues. Global affairs will follow as we come back. Stay tuned. And globally, European leaders are not interested in a diplomatic settlement to the Ukraine conflict, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov has said. He stressed that the only recent diplomatic outreach by the European Union states, a visit by a French presidential envoy last month, did not bring any positive signals. The European Union and UK have been sidelined in US-backed Ukraine peace negotiation in recent months. Despite lobbying to join the talks, Kiev's European backers have systematically worked to sabotage the process, Moscow has said. Peskov stated in an interview on Sunday that the Europeans don't want to help the peace process. Just days earlier, French President Emmanuel Macron stressed that the Iran conflict would not offer Russia any respite and vowed to continue military support for Kiev. Nothing will deter us from Ukraine, he said in a press conference in Paris on Friday. Moscow has urged that the European Union and UK military support for Kiev has emboldened Ukraine to continue the conflict, which Russia sees as a proxy war. After a deadly Ukrainian strike on Russia's Bryansk using French UK-made cruise missile last week, Moscow summoned the envoys of Paris and London. Pakistan bombed the fuel depot of private airline Air near Afghanistan's Kandahar airport, the ruling Taliban has said, stepping up the neighbors' worst conflict in years despite China's effort to mediate. The strike on Air depot, which the head of finance and administrator of the Kandahar airport says supplies fuels to the airline private aircraft as well as the Red Crescent and other organizations, threatened to spark further hostilities in the region also affected by the Israeli war on Iran. Haji Dad Mohammad Popal, the fuel manager at Air, said that more than 1,500 tons of fuels have been lost in the strike. The overnight strikes also hit residential areas in Kabul and the eastern province of Nangarhar, killing 6 people, including children, and wounding more than a dozen, the Taliban said. We're about to end our news broadcast, but before we say goodnight, here's a final glance at the top stories. In the Masa Award presented to outstanding students. Training provided on usage of artificial intelligence. Kremlin argues Europe not interested in Ukraine peace process. Pakistani strike destroys fuel depot near Kandahar airport. And that's all with the news for this session. On behalf of the entire news crew, thank you for watching. Have a great night.